By introducing upselling strategies to your existing clients, do you know that we can increase our revenue 3, 4, 5-fold by simply upselling? When it comes to the lawn and gardening business, many think it's seasonal. Many think that profits can only be made in peak times. But what if I can show you, you can make profits all year round, 365 days a year in Australia. Yes, that's right. Upselling add-ons to our existing clients. It's surprising how you're going to maximise your profits when you consider this. So in this video today, we're going to look at the challenges that we face in our seasons, have a look at how we upsell to our existing clients, and I'm going to give you a dollar-by-dollar explanation of how I do it to some of my clients. And I'll explain that later on in the video. G'day YouTubers, Jeff McPhee's Gardening, Melbourne, Australia. Nearly 40 years operating my own lawn and gardening business. I've seen a lot of challenges over the years, and I've seen a lot of other operators have the same thing. When we're working as a seasonal business, we can get into that cycle of famine and feast. Come the springtime, we're flat out. We've got time to do anything else but just work. And then come the slow period of autumn and especially winter in Australia, we come to a grounding halt. Now, this suits some operators. Some operators work on the basis of mowing as many lawns as they can in the peak season, producing as much income through their business, and then when it comes to the winter, they'll sit back, put their feet up, go on holidays and take it easy. And that's a great lifestyle. But if you're starting out on your business as a newbie, you don't want to be sitting at home. You want to be out there trying to get as much customer base, trying to get as much revenue as you can to build your business. So maintaining consistent profits throughout the year is very difficult with these seasons, and we get stuck in that rut of the feast and famine cycle, as I mentioned before. So we've got to develop a strategy to get ourselves out of that. Now, what happens in the winter time, not only we've got not as much work because there's no grass to mow, and I don't know how you guys do it in the Northern Hemisphere where your winters are completely wiped out, but maybe you might be able to take something out of the video and look at some things that you might be able to introduce in the winter time. But in Australia, we've got the ability to work 365 days of the year. All right, it's going to be the odd day of too hot, too cold, too wet, etc. We all know that. So looking at the problems that we have is not only just not enough work, but there's a lot of other contractors that have the same position in the wintertime, which means you're competing against a lot of others for the same job, and therefore work is very hard to get. So we've got to turn this around. Upselling to your existing clients is really going to make a difference to your business. It did mine. What happened in some stages during my career, we had over 140 customers to make an income. When I introduced upselling and aggressively seek that, my customer base went from 140 down to 50 customers. Look at the benefits. I don't have to ring up every day or text and say to the customer, can you please have the gate open? I don't have to issue as many invoices. I don't have to deal with so many people. It made it a lot simpler by having less customers. Yet, our turnover was significantly greater than when I had 140 customers. How do we do it? Look, I know you probably know these things, but maybe, you might get some ideas. When we look at a property, we've been engaged to mow their lawn. Once you've established that relationship with the client, you can really build a nice little turnover from that. We can look at mulching, we can look at lawn care treatment, we can look at hedging, repairs to reticulation system, weeding, pruning roses. There's so many jobs in the garden to be done. Now, a lot of people I've seen do what I suggested, but they wait for the customer to come to them and say, oh look, Jeff, next time can you do the mulching? Well, most of the time customers are not going to do that. You're the very small part of their lives. They've got so many things going on in their world. taking the kids to school or sports. They've got financial problems. They've got, things to do, places to go. And most of the time you might not see them. You're in, you mow the lawn, you're out. What to make this work, to make this add-on, to make this upselling strategy work, you've got to be aggressive towards sales. You've got to actually take that proposal to the client. So when you're mowing the lawn for the first couple of times, you're looking around. The hedge needs doing. That's going to take me 4 hours, tip fee. It's going to cost me $1,250, I think. So you're going to work out these little items. You'll jot them down. Then you'll present it to the client and say, now listen, you've got a lovely garden, but it really needs work. I can provide you with the following services. And also I can provide you the prices. And the client's going, oh, that's great. But the biggest thing is you're going to provide the client with a program throughout the year. So you'll say to them, look, we're going to do the mulching in the winter time because remember, winter's quiet, we need some work. And who wants to mulch in the 40-degree heat in Australia? We want to mulch in the winter time. Pruning the roses, hedges, that's a quarterly thing. Weeding the garden beds might be a monthly thing. But we introduce all these aspects and that will help us fill up the quiet times. You'll be able to reduce the number of customers because you'll be busy doing those jobs for your clients. Yes, I hear what some people are saying. If I put all my eggs in one basket and I lose that client, I've got to get a lot back. True, that is true. But if you're doing a good job, you're providing a service to that client, and it's going to be easier to find another one anyway. If that client sells up, you use that same philosophy again, it'll work to your advantage. Okay, so I'll give you an example of how I do it. Now, I've got a customer base of around about 50 clients, commercial and residential. Now, probably 60 to 70% of those have these additional services applied to them. I can't do the whole 50 customers because I just haven't got enough time, but I could if I wanted to. But I've got the number sorted to make it me keeping busy throughout the year, 365 days of the year if I need to. So this particular client, and we apply it to commercial as well, is residential or commercial is no different. There's no reason why if you're mowing a commercial property, you can offer the same services, hedging, pruning, reticulation system, etc. So in this particular client, Mrs. D, what we do is we mow her lawns 26 times a year. Now, a lot of lawns, a lot of contractors might do it 20, this is in Australian conditions, might be 21 cuts a year. At $80, 26 cuts, that's 2,000. So we're going to do the mulching. Now, I'll have to use my piece of paper here because I can't remember numbers. So mulching turns out to be $1,500 a year. That's once a year, and that's in the winter time. And that's, it takes a majority of the day to do the job. Weeding, we do that monthly. What we do, we offer a service of picking out the weeds, just raking all the leaves out of the garden beds. And that works out to be $140 a month, which means that's $1,600 a year. So that only takes not even as much as the $80 mow. I think it's probably, depends, 20 to 30 minutes work. Hedging, we do that 4 times a year. There's lots of hedges at this property. And again, it's a good, a good majority of the day to do the hedges. And we do that 4 times a year at $1,000 a time. There's 4,000. We offer a fertilisation program, so we fertilise the lawns every quarter, as well as the garden beds, and that comes in at $800 a year. Reticulation repairs and checking, we do that twice a year. Do that in the winter season, and also halfway through the after Christmas or just before Christmas, just check that everything's working well. So we're looking at $800 there. Lawn spray, the weeds in the lawn in the springtime, the flat weeds, bow and arrow applications, etc. Do a pre-emergent prior to the springtime as well. That comes in around $500 for the year, and then the border plants, the annuals, twice a year. The pansies in the for the winter period, and petunias for the summer, and that comes in about $900. So all up, that's $10,000 worth of work. Now, if I'd have just mowed that lawn, that's only $2,000, but I provided another $10,000 of work that I've got out of that customer. That equates to another 5 customers that I would need to cover that. I would have to deal with 5 more people, 5 more problems, 5 more invoices, etc., etc. If I was young and enthusiastic, I could get those 5 and then build up another 10,000 on each one of those and build up from there. But I don't do that now. So as you can see, by adding these services to maximise your turnover, it's not that hard to do. You may not do all the things I've suggested. You might just say, look, let's mulch once a year and let's prune the roses once a year. So if you've got 40 or 50 customers that want that done in the wintertime, that's going to fill your winter up very, very quickly. And of course, when you come to springtime, you're going to be flat out mowing, of course. You've got these other things. So it's important that you plan the entire year. So at the start of the year, all my customers, we map them out and we plan on each month what's going to be done. I look at customers as a total value of the year. I don't look at it per cut or per day or per job. I look at my customer list and evaluate it each year, and I look at what that customer brings me in each year. And once I see that, you can then make decisions when you want to carry on with that customer, whether you want to get a different type of customer or different type of work. But you get a clearer picture when you see the yearly revenue of your client. So in summary, maximise your profits by upselling. Take the proposal to the client. Don't wait for them to come to you. You put that in front of it. It's up to them to make the decision. But they've got a lot of things to do. So unless you suggest it, it might not come to you. So you've got to actually be aggressive and take that proposal to them. Think about upselling. If you just want to mow and have the holidays in the wintertime, there's nothing wrong with that. Please don't get upset. There's nothing wrong with it. And if you do well out of that, that's a great lifestyle. I'm not really suited to that lifestyle, but I know a lot of people are and they do very well out of it. But have a think about that and be very interested in your comments. Please let us know what you think. Do you provide upselling your services, and do you try to reduce the number of clients with extra turnover than have a lot of clients? Do you want a lot of clients, or do you want not as many clients? Be interested in your thoughts. All right, viewers, we'll see you on the next video, and thanks for watching, and please subscribe and share and like. Really appreciate it. Okay, bye.